the NFL's oldest and most storied stadiums, it's time to give it another go at Green Bay's Lambeau Field. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. He'll begin his return from the 11. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You've got to have it to play in this league. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here is Schmidt to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's quick score.
His first throw is an interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
First down now, ball at the 33. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Sanders will keep it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He has it at the 5! And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Judkins will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He gets it again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns parlay the interception into points. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Packers, nothing.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away.
It's a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ballgame.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Diamonds on me, fight, nigga, Reese, Argentina, orange, Richard Mille, on me dancing just like Bia, going against Glizzy, wouldn't wanna be
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Packers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has it at the 11. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Bronk. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. 1st and 10 from the 32. Play action, Sanders. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing again here, Sanders. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Who gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Judkins runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their early lead to 13.
Kate, to put this first quarter in perspective a little bit, add a little context. You know what the single season rushing touchdown record is? 28. 28 in 17 games. Well, LT did in 16 back in the day, but he's got 2 already here in the first quarter.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Packers 7.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Wilson with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Here's Josh Jacobs get his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. That's Reed on a slant. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
That's a gain of
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Into traffic, complete! And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and 2, love to throw. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to love that, partner, as Love slides down after picking up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's going to work it to the 20. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Stick it in the air. Love. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, well, obviously without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Jacob. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. They'll have some extra time to consider this call. It's going to be 3rd and goal as we hit the end of the 1st quarter. 21-7 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Jacobs again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making a one-score game in the first half. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Travion Williams now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's another Browns first down. A gain of 14. First down, Browns.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. He's got it on the bootleg. Short pass brought in. It's around him. He's got space. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Judkins on second down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Sanders now on third down. He finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Sanders will keep it. Has room into the secondary. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Packers 14.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Wilson with a return here. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Now Love on the play fake. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Rashawn Jenkins makes the play.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another one for Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They'll go play action for Sanders. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and short here, Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Love with it on first down. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, Jacobs. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first down, Love. He's over the middle, caught by Reed. And they'll stop him here before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On the move, past the 40. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All set to go now from the 35. First down throw, here's Love. Right back to Watson, this is caught. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that...
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give them a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Love from the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The Packers take their first time out.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll have 2 left to work with before
Third and
halftime.
10.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
To Josh Jacobs.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fourth down, here's Love. This is caught near the pylon. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Jacobs takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McManus on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
The tackle by Quay Walker. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hanson. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Going to run again with Jacobs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Love out of the shotgun. That's caught for the first. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
And the Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
4 yards. That's another Packers first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Love. Oh, he lost the football! And the Browns pick it up. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
Oh, man, these sneak plays are pretty chaotic in the middle. Everybody piling in, trying to dive in opposite directions. Either by chance or just well-placed aim, somebody knocked that ball free in the pile. And it was half luck they fell on top of it.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Judkins running between the tackles. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another game to Judkins. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Over the middle, he's got Fannin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sanders will keep it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup, and that's a Browns first down.
That's another Browns first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Browns.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Sanders. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. New set of downs for him from the 31. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on his 4th down. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Schmidt connects. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Kate, I like to call that whole situation right there complimentary football. The defense, they take the ball away. The offense, well, they possess it and drive it a good chunk down the field. And ultimately, well, your kicker delivers with a field goal.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
this on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game.
31. Packers 28.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Will begin his return from the 11. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Browns getting their offense out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Cleveland.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Judkins headed right. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. And he's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
From the gun, Judkins. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's in! It's a Cleveland touchdown! The Browns make it a 9-point advantage.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game.
38. Packers 28.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Wilson with a return here. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Packers send receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Lowe. Finds him over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Love now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So we're through 3 here. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Second and 3 now. Working now from the gun. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Sticking in the air. Love. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second down now. They need 7. Throwing again. Love. I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Once more, it's Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Loves to throw again. Now setting up a screen for Jacobs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Strong running inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give the Packers the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw. Here's Love. Completed over the middle. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook wide open.
2nd and 3. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. It's 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Love now on 3rd and goal. And the Browns get there and take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Well, you can see he gets the ball, and he sees a defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the give, here's Judkins. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handles that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He's back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He scoots down inside the 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Play action, Love. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers losing by 7. Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. On the move, past the 40. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. The Packers take their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
A gain of 43 yards. 1st down, Browns.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Judkins up the middle. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. He gets it again, and he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Judkins. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Schmidt connects. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a two-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Love out of the shotgun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
On the coverage.
Back to the air. Love. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Green Bay.